Hello friends, in this video we will learn the basic concepts of Roman numerals. So let's start. Roman numerals use these 7 symbols. Like in Hindu Arabic numerals we use the digits from 0 to 9. In the same way we use these 7 symbols for writing any Roman numeral. So as you can see here, the 7 symbols are I, V, X, L, C, D, M. IVX, LCDM. So I is for 1, V is for 5, X is for 10, L is for 50, C is for 100 and D is to 500, like that. M is for 1000. So it's very much easy to remember. As you can see, if we start with 1 and a 0, we get 10, 10 with another 0, 100, 100 with another 0, 1000. Similarly, 5, then 50, 500. So 1, 10, 100, 1000, 5, 50, 500. So these are the 7 symbols according to the 7 numbers that they represent. So these are the Roman numerals and these are the Hindu Arabic numerals. So I, V, X, L, C, D, M. Here we can have an easy formula to remember the order of the Roman numerals, because this is very much important to know which Roman numeral is greater, which is having lesser value and all that. So we have got a formula called medical Xavier. So in medical Xavier, so you can see here M, D, C, L, then X, V, I. So M is for 1000, then 500, then C is 100, L is 50. So we can remember the order: 1000, then 500, then 100, 50, then 10, 5. So medical Xavier. So in this way we can remember the order. So 1000, that is M is the highest one and I is the smallest one. So the smallest symbol is I and the greatest symbol is M here. So let's see more about Roman numerals. Now to write any Roman numeral we have so many rules. We have to follow some conditions to write any Roman numeral. So let's see what is the rules. Rule number 1. It says that repetition of a Roman numeral means addition. Means if you repeat some Roman numeral, then it will be considered as addition. For example, so if I write I and I, so if I write 2I, then it becomes 1 plus 1, that is 2. So like that, I. It becomes 1 plus 1 plus 1, that becomes 3. So repeatedly if we write, that means we are adding that. Similarly, X. So that becomes 10 plus 10 plus 10, it's 30. Or C. We know C is 100. So 100 plus 100 plus 100, it becomes 300. Similarly, we can do it for M also. M is 1000. So M. 1000 plus 1000 plus 1000 becomes 3000. So in this way, we can repeat them. But here we have to say that a Roman numeral cannot be repeated more than 3 times. That means, suppose I want to write 4, I cannot write I. Or else if I want to write 40, I cannot repeat like this. So for this we have some separate rules. So we'll see in the further video. So here always remember, we cannot repeat it more than 3 times. Next. So one more condition. V, L and D are never repeated. V, L and D are never repeated. You can see here. So that means I cannot write V, or we cannot write L or D. So why it is like that? So we'll see here. Now VV. Suppose we write VV. What VV will represent? V means 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10. But for 10 already we have a symbol X. So this becomes meaningless. Similarly, L. 50 plus 50, it becomes 100. So for 100 already we have a symbol C. So this is not required. Now D D is 500. So 500 plus 500, it becomes 1000. And for 1000, we have already a symbol M. So repeating this V, L and D are meaningless. So we never repeat V, L and D. So let's move on with the next rule. Now rule number 2. The rule number 2 says, if a smaller numeral written to the right of a larger numeral, then it is always added to the larger numeral. So let's see what is this. That means if we write the symbols in a decreasing order means big to small. If we write them in an order decreasing, that is from big to small, we always add. For example, if I write a symbol V and a smaller symbol than V is only I. So if I write VI, that means I am adding their values. So you can see here. So V is a larger one and I is a smaller one. Similarly, suppose I write VI. So what I have done, we are going in a decreasing order from big to small. So 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that gives 8. Next, suppose I write XII. So again same thing, bigger to smaller, from big to small. So bigger to decreasing order. So when the numerals are in the decreasing order, so 10 plus I and I, that is 1 plus 1, we get 12. So XII becomes 12. So we can do it with larger numerals also, like suppose we take LX. So L is how much? So L is 50, big then one small. So we get addition. So we have to write 60. Similarly, C, X, X, X. So what is C? C is 100. Then after followed by all smaller symbols, you can see here. So we have to just add them. So remember, whenever we have a big to small, we have to add the values. So we can write now. Suppose we write C, C, L, X, V, I. Suppose we have written something like this. So we can see here, C is the largest numeral, after that L, then X, then V, then I. So they are in the decreasing order. So if they are in big to small, we can add them. So CC, it becomes 200, L becomes 50, X is 10, V is 5 and I is 1. So it becomes 266. So in this way we can add them. So remember, we should add the numerals only when they are in the decreasing order, big to small. Let's move on with the next rule. It says that if a numeral is written to the left of a larger numeral, then it is always subtracted from the larger numeral. That means in increasing order. So if they are in the increasing order, small to big, you have to always subtract. So like this, if you will have something like small, one big, so we will subtract it from bigger one. For example, we have a symbol V and on the left of it, suppose I write I, because that is the only smaller symbol we have. So we have to subtract this one. So from V, I will subtract I. So that becomes now 5 minus 1. So we get 4. Similarly now, I, X. So if I write IX, so it becomes 10 minus 1. So 10 minus 1, we get 9. So we can write like XL. So when I write XL, so XL means, so L is 50 and X is 10. You can see X is the smaller one, L is the bigger one. So small, big, so subtract. Remember, small, big, subtract. So we get 50 minus 10 is 40. So in this way, we subtract only when we have a small, big group. Next, V, L and D are never subtracted. So this one you have to remember. The symbols V, L and D are never subtracted. So we cannot write something like V, C or VD. So these are never written, or LC, LD. So we don't subtract them from any numeral. So V, L and D are never subtracted. Next, now here we can see the subtraction rules easily here. Now you can see we have written in an order. It is in the increasing order. As you can see here, I, V, X, L, C, D, M. These are in the increasing order from small to big. So first IV means 4, that is 5 minus 1. Then XL 40, CD 400, and IX is 9, XC is 90, and CM is 900. So you can see here, these are the small big groups used in any Roman numeral. So these are the 6 groups you will get anywhere. So these are IV, IX, then XL, XC, CD and CM. So anywhere you have to remember these 6 groups. So these are the small big groups you use in the Roman numeral. These are the only 6 places where we subtract. So IV 4, XL 40, CD is 400. Similarly, IX is 9, XC is 90, CM is 900. So these 6 symbols, 6 groups you have to remember. So IV, IX, XL, XC, CD, CM. So 440, 400, 990, 900. So these are the small big groups. You have to remember this one. These 6 small big groups. Next, rule 5. Rule 4. Sorry. It's given that if a smaller numeral is written in between 2 larger numbers, then it is always subtracted from the larger number. So that means we have to identify the small big groups here. So here what we do, suppose we write X, V. These are the 2 larger symbols. In between, suppose I write one smaller symbol. So remember here, so whenever a smaller numeral, this is the smaller numeral written in between 2 larger numerals, then it is always subtracted. And we know that it is subtracted from the larger numeral. So subtracted and subtraction is done only when we have a small big group. Remember. So which is on the right hand side. So we are using a small big group. And we know the small big groups. We have IV, IX, XL, XC, CD, CM. These are the small big groups. So wherever we have small big group, we have to identify them. So when I write X, I, V, so this is one group now. So this is one group. So this one will be separated. So X is 10 and IV, we know IV is 4. So 10 plus 4, it becomes 14. Similarly, suppose we write CXL. Now we can see here X is smaller than both of them. So X is the smaller value. So here we will find a small big group. This is the small big group. So C is 100 and XL is 40. 50 minus 10, 50 minus 10 is 40. So remember, always we will do subtraction group here, S big group. So 100 plus 40, we get 140. So this way we have to remember the small big groups every time, then only we can do them easily. So these 6 groups you have to remember, IV, IX, 4, 9, 40, 90, 400, 900. These 6 groups we have to remember so that our works become easier.